Evening, folks. Thought I might take a second to tell you all about the new mining dimension. I hope you're all doing well. As you can see, this is giant dimension filled to the brim with ores and different features and 3 different biomes, actually. 2 of which you will see, the dripstone and the lush cave. There's one more. It's kind of rare, but it's just like a normal cave. It's not very interesting to look at, and I'd rather see the other biomes most of the time, so you'll be looking at either lush or dripstone. Now, this dimension is made solely for the purpose of making mining a lot more interesting when it comes to trying gathering resources. In the current vanilla game, you're forced to strip mine or find caves, but those run dry pretty quickly. And we all know strip mining is kind of boring, if I'm being honest. So the normal overworld and the nether actually have both been completely removed of their ores. You won't find them naturally generating at all, and you'll have to go to this dimension for them. You can enter this dimension by going into this portal at spawn. You shouldn't miss it. It'll be a big structure, not quite built yet, but once it is, you'll be able to tell. You won't be able to make this portal anywhere. It's something that you're gonna have to ask an admin for, probably more specifically me. But what I'll probably do is allow you to apply for township, and that'll actually let you become a town as recognized by the server. So if you're a town, I will probably give you your own portal, basically. Especially since if you get on bad terms with like the spawn town, you'll have 0 access to any minerals, and that's probably pretty bad. So it would probably be wise to allow players to get their own way to have a portal. And what I'll probably do is make sure you need a leader and at least 3 residents or something, and so many buildings and something. I'll figure out the details later, but you can basically become a town, and it'll probably promote the role-play faction-like style that I actually want in the server. The only other way you could probably get your hands on minerals is by raiding the various server dungeons, and it's probably how you're gonna have to start out. I might give some benefits to play testers that makes it so that they maybe start with iron armor and don't have to go raid one of the server dungeons first. But as you'll probably see, iron armor probably won't be the best set of armor for you to try and enter this dimension with, because it is quite the dangerous area, especially since in this dimension you're teleported to a random spot every time, in a giant radius too. So if you die in here, you can say goodbye to your stuff. I don't think it's gonna come back unless you go on some salvage operation. Try and travel to the cords you were at, but oh, that's a swarm right there. These things are what adds most of the danger to the dimension. So it spawns in groups of 3, right? And it'll spawn a variety of spiders, cave spiders, and silverfish. But you really want to watch out for these, because they can mess you up fast, especially if you're not in a good spot or just not equipped to fight them in general. It's a lot of mobs to deal with usually, and they get harder as time goes on. Every 5 swarms, though, you'll encounter a dreadnought, and those are the main attraction here. They'll probably be the only way you can get netherite in the game, so you gotta kill those things. I might feature netherite in some of the server dungeons. For those who are unaware of what a server dungeon is, it's basically a giant structure my team and I build, and then we fill with like loot and stuff. And it'll reset itself every once in a while. And you won't be able to like break blocks or anything in it. That might be the only other way you can get netherite. Now, say you have gotten into this dimension, right, and surviving, but the hard part is usually getting out, Portal's just at spawn. You could walk in accidentally, but to get out, you gotta be pretty actively searching for an exit portal. These are your only way out of the dimension, unless you find some item from a different mod that actually lets you get out. But I don't think I've allowed anything that has teleportation, so probably not. This does rely on a lot of other mods to really complete the experience, like True Darkness. That's probably a big one, and Palcow's throwable torches, which I really like. And anyone akin with the game, you might have figured out by now that a lot of this is inspired by a different game called Deep Rock Galactic, as the throwable torches are basically the flares. It was all trying to make it more like Deep Rock Galactic, a game I very much enjoy. Definitely a good one. But as this is the state of mining now, it's definitely a little bit more of a challenge, especially considering things like the magma monsters here and the swarms. Nif spiders also really completes the experience like a lot. And although the game is pretty challenging, I'm pretty sure the diamond armor I'm wearing now is probably going to wind up being considered pretty early game, especially considering the fact that it is a mod pack. There's a million stronger armors out there, and oh, that's another swarm right there. See, this would be a bad spot, like right here, where you don't want to get caught in a swarm. Probably want to time your swarms, so you don't want to do anything risky like this, or just straight up bridging until you're confident that you're not going to have a swarm happen, or maybe you just have one. I'm going to survive this one, because, well, it was a pre-recorded video. But usually sticky situations like this are pretty dang tough to survive, especially if you're not well equipped like me. I got all my stuff from creative mode, but this is probably going to be your best way to gain wealth in the server, especially if I plan to implement the economy like I do. There's going to be a lot of demand for ores because there's so much risk to going to this dimension. You could lose everything. I might make the dimension easier. Difficulty tweaking is something I'm probably going to have to mess with. But if you want to help out, by all means, server's open for playtesting. There's a lot of work to do. Probably not going to be out for a long time. But I'm sure it'll be freaking awesome when it does, because I've been pouring my poor heart and soul into this. Development is kind of slow, as I do have a full-time job and college and all that stuff to keep me preoccupied, but we'll see how things go. I do have a couple of other people helping out build the dungeons and stuff, and actually, if you want to help out too, let me know. I got a Discord server. Join that, chat around, and if I think you're cool enough, then yeah, I'll let you in. I'd probably be pretty afraid of you being some just troll, really, but that's about it. We won't have too many checks and balances to go through, as this is a very small channel, and that's my death. Well, that'll probably be all. I hope this video found you well. And again, server's open for playtesting. If you want to stop by, go right ahead, please. I'm begging you, even. There's a lot of bugs and kinks to work out. I hope to see you there. I hope this video found you well, and if you're feeling generous, thanks for watching all the way through. See if you could do something nice for me. I'm trying to grow this channel, maybe not exponentially, but I'm trying to get big enough so that I can gain more players in the server. I hope to see you there. See ya. Thanks for watching.